Coffee Ponder. As I was scrolling into the early hours of yesterday morning, which I know is a bad habit, I'm working on it, as we all should, I came across an Instagram video by Nate Johansson, or Johansson, I'm probably butchering that name, apologies. He put a post up in regards to secretly how fathers feel, and it really got me thinking. But instead of how I feel about it, I'm going to read the post because I think it might resonate with a lot of other dads out there. Many fathers quietly carry resentment toward their own kids, not because they don't love them, but because they're constantly self-sacrificing just to provide. Always needed, rarely nourished. Most dads feel like they're not enough. They see the beautiful light in their child's eyes and wonder if they're really being the man that kid deserves. A lot of men feel deep guilt for how they react in anger. They're trying to teach, to lead, but end up snapping when they don't know what else to do. The shame of not being more patient lingers. Fathers often feel guilty for needing space. There are days when the noise, the demands, the responsibility, it's all too much. And the need for quiet can feel selfish even when it's not. Many men feel sorrow while giving their kids a better life than they had. They show up in ways their own fathers never did, or mothers, and they can't help but wonder why no one showed up for them the same way. A lot of dads quietly grieve the man they used to be before fatherhood demanded so much, before exhaustion became the baseline. They love their kids, but sometimes they miss themselves too. Most fathers carry fear they don't talk about. Fear of failing, fear of not doing enough, fear that their child will grow up remembering the worst moments instead of the love behind it all. He further goes on to say, "This post isn't about shame. It's about truth, because sometimes the heaviest parts of fatherhood are the ones no one talks about. I've always wanted to be an honest, vulnerable voice for what being a man is actually like, and in honesty, being a dad has kicked my ass 1,000 times. It's been the hardest thing I've ever done and has brought me to my breaking point more than any other thing ever has. Simply put, it's just not easy. If you're struggling out there as a father and you think you're failing, I want you to know I feel that way too sometimes. It's a lot of weight and not a lot of praise, but from my heart to yours, thanks for showing up every day and doing your best. Maybe we're all doing a bit better than we think we are." Now, the reason I wanted to talk about that post is because I heavily related to it. Choosing to become a father was the best decision in my life. It gave me so much meaning. I discovered so much more about myself. It gave me a sense of purpose. And I love my son more than anything. More than anything. He's my best friend, the light of my life, all the cheesy stuff, all just everything. He is everything to me. Choosing to become a father was the best decision I have ever made in my life. But it is also the hardest thing I have ever done. And being autistic, a lot of the points that Nate said in his post, it feels tenfold for me and for many other autistic families out there. But I wouldn't change a thing. It is the most rewarding thing I have ever done. But as a father, I have these anxieties and I have these thoughts of failure, and a lot of the time I don't think I'm doing good enough. And a lot of time I compare what my upbringing with my mother was like, and it brings up a lot of negative emotion and then self-doubt. But when I stop, have a good long think and a good hard look at myself in the mirror, I'm doing okay. And I think the majority of us dads, especially people that I know, we're doing okay. They're doing good.